Hello. Hi. As I said, um, I wanted to show you a picture of myself. Um, this is what age will do to you, but I want to assure you that it's okay. I look at these pictures, I came across them, and I've kept them, and I look at them and laugh. And I realized, my husband too, that we just didn't value our youth. We didn't think we looked okay, or that we were okay, and that seems so sad. I went to one high school reunion, and someone had very nicely put together um, photographs of all of us, and I looked at those, and it almost made me cry because we were so cute. I had no idea. You had no idea then. Oh my God. So I'll show you these and you can get a laugh. Okay. My husband was very cute. He was very cute. Can you see him? This is like 1977. Isn't that great? This was me. I didn't enjoy that. I didn't think I was okay. I mean, I'm not beautiful, but I'm okay. It's all right. Hey. And here we are together. So, anyway, so enough of that. That's just saying enjoy your youth, please. Enjoy your youth. You know, we're all made pretty, really. We really are. I think I said that. Oh, and I wanted to tell you about this guy again. He was never interested in the news. He had been an engineering student. And he just thought, well, the news and all these things going on, that's something his grandfather was interested in, that worried about, and he wasn't concerned about it. So he went off to engineering school at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, and his cousin was an art student. They were roommates, he was suffering from depression, kind of not knowing it, and he did well, and then suddenly this guy stopped, and he was overwhelmed, and he left school. His instructors tried to work with him, and he just can't do it. And that was maybe 1966, 67. And so the Vietnam War was going on. So suddenly, what didn't interest him was coming down the track like a steaming locomotive. And he picked the Air Force, and that was lucky, because, in my small school, I think 2 or 3 died in Vietnam. So he was lucky, and he's been interested in the news ever since, in events and what's going on in our world. Okay. We don't have a lot of control in this world, but we better take advantage of what we do have and what we can when we can. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and move on right on to contraception. This should interest you if you're young. Okay? With the passage of Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization in June of 2022 by the Supreme Court, a dark cloud has hung over the right to contraception. Now, that ruled about abortion, but questions came up about contraception and other issues, other rights. If you want to read the Dobbs v. or read about it, there is an article, a report entitled Supreme Court Overturns Roe v. Wade, Ending Right to Abortion, updated June 24, 2022. It was heard on NPR, National Public Radio. The authors are Nina Totenberg and Sarah McCammon. And in this report, Justice Alito is quoted in his majority opinion, saying that he wished to allay fears of a wider control of reproduction. So I will quote what they quoted. To ensure that our decision is not misunderstood or mischaracterized, we emphasize that our decision concerns the constitutional right to abortion and no other right. Nothing in this opinion should be understood to cast doubt on precedents that do not concern abortion. So, ollie ollie and free. However, Associate Justice Clarence Thomas's concurring opinion stated, the legal rationale for Friday's decision could be applied to overturn other major cases, including those that legalized gay marriage, barred the criminalization of homosexual conduct, of consensual homosexual conduct, and protected the right of married people to have access to contraception. And Thomas added, frighteningly, for that reason, ominously, in future cases, we should reconsider all of those precedents because they are demonstrably erroneous. Okay. So there's the threat. Okay. Such a ruling could jeopardize contraception. The right to the morning after pill could be jeopardized. The morning after pill is an emergency contraceptive pill to prevent pregnancy in women who have had unprotected sex or whose birth control method has failed. These pills actually do not end pregnancies. So that's why I'm kind of moving them into contraception. They delay or prevent ovulation. They are generally given to victims of sexual assault. The morning after pill contains, and help me out here, Levonorgestrel, or Gestrel, and it's available without a prescription. Okay? I think over the counter. Information from the morning, I can give you information from the morning after pill overview, Plan B, 1 step, by Mayo Clinic staff, June 3rd, 2022. Now, what I have to say to you is, young people, if Thomas's concerning opinion doesn't chill you to the bone, it should. Everyone of reproductive age should be sitting atop a hot coal stove. Although this was a judgment and a concurrent opinion, and it's not the law, it must be remembered that 5 extremely conservative justices now make up the majority on the court. How would they rule? I think I can guess. Many Catholics and extreme evangelicals would be elated by such rulings. Needless to say, my personal opinion, and what is not only the Democratic Party position, but that of the majority of persons living in the United States citizens, is in strong opposition to those beliefs. It is possible for your right to control your body, the size of your family, if you choose to have a family, could easily be taken away. In addition to birth control, it goes deeper, the right to love whomever you wish, to marry the person that you love, to engage in sex before marriage, and the legality of homosexual relations in general could well be endangered. You know, people were arrested. People were harassed. There's the famous riot in California, Castro Street. I think that was in a movie. Harvey Milk was about Harvey Milk. If you can look him up. If none of that concerns you, then vote for Donald Trump. And all the MAGAs you can. And then I want to ask you, how would you like to have 5, 10, 11 children? Children are adorable and are most often desired. But shouldn't couples decide how many is right for them? Isn't that in the best interest of children? An unwanted child or child born to overwhelmed parents can be a very psychologically cold place. I want to say right now that I respect the beliefs and values of all persons holding a different opinion. And as an American, it's my sacred duty, and it would be my sacred duty to protect you. And your sacred duty, those that are, of an opposing opinion, is to respect and protect me. That's how democracy works. This is a reminder that everyone's religious views, rights, your rights stop with you. They end right there. Your religious freedoms are not being abridged by other people practicing other religions or endorsing other beliefs. You cannot conform society to your personal religion. You have every right to practice that religion and to assemble and worship and be happy. But no one has the right to impose those values or beliefs on others. And that does directly come from the First Amendment of our Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. So how would 5 persons or any future number of justices derive such a right? It's not there. Our founding fathers had no interest in establishing a religion, a state religion. The first people coming from Europe were escaping persecution. And yet they persecuted others. Okay, that's the human dilemma. So I think the founding fathers were deists. and yet they spoke of God. Abraham Lincoln never went to church, but he spoke of God. And he did not expect everyone to be the same. That's called a democracy. Okay. I want to thank you all so much. The next thing I want to talk about is fascism and the threat that is facing us. I will also go into the importance of Ukraine and Israel and Gaza, the fight for freedom in Europe, the threat to it, and the situation in Israel and Gaza, which threatens them and threatens world stability. So, like I said, I just want to make these primers, okay? Okay. So I'm doing this for you, and I'm hoping for your happy lives. And I think we have wonderful opportunities to make a better world. So with my last years here, so many things I'll miss and things I won't. I did, animals. I'm very concerned about animals, and Harari showed a great concern. But for that part, there was this part to put on these segments, and my other part was to try to help and protect animals. And so I got involved. I have responded to PETA request, and last year there were other people in this area working on the situation where 30 dogs were held, were chained, their collars were growing into their neck, and it was hard. One woman worked solidly for 2 years, but we were having a very, very bitter period of cold, and somehow it came together, and those dogs were rescued, and I was happy about that, really happy. A veterinarian nearby took all 30. He took care of them. There were 5 or 6 that needed emergency operations. He spent $20,000 and said they were all adoptable. But it was hard. Our sheriff was hard. They have other things to worry about. But that's no excuse. I've tried to work on dogs held in Eldon, Missouri, and the sheriff there is very difficult. I'm losing my words. And I kind of dropped it, and I'll have to try to pick it up again. Dogs left in the cold, chained up, not fed enough. It's really bad. It's horrifying to read what happens to animals. It's horrifying to read what happens to people. This is a beautiful place. What was it Robert Frost said? I don't know where love would go better, but hate can certainly burn. So, but I have great faith in young people. I think you're great. I think you're wonderful. So much better than we were. And I want to interest you in literature, in art, in music. Those are wonderful things that, you may have a 9-to-5 job or whatever, but those things bring relief, or they allow you to express and to grow. And it's just really important. Oh, I'll show you one painting. That's what I'll do. This was, where is it? This was one of my first. This isn't easy, kids. Let's see. Can you see that? There. That's kind of a little bit about loneliness. Whoops, 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 whoops. Even in a pretty, I can't get it. I'm sorry, honeys. There it is. And can you see that one? Over, over, over. I can't get that one. And there's one. Whatever. But I've done that for what? Since 1984? Since 1984. And my only ambition is to connect with my world, with the feelings I get from an object or a scene. And I'd like to freeze dry it. I'm concerned about time, and I want those feelings and moods and colors and line. I want to freeze. I want to freeze them. So anyway, that's just an encouragement if you were young. I didn't start till I was 34. So anyway, it's been nice talking to you. I wish I could really talk to you, but it's getting late, so have a good night. And I'll go visit with my husband and my precious kitty, my precious husband, my precious kitty, you know. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. The next one will be on fascism, and I'll talk with you later.